Hello, welcome to my channel again. It has been a long time since I filmed a video, so just be cautious. I'm going to talk about 5 books that I read recently. So we're going to start off, and I have listened to Dark Storm by Christine Feehan. This one I rated, I believe, a 1 or 1.5. I did not like this one as well, or this one that much, because it's interesting. The setting is interesting. The beginning is really interesting, but it goes down a super path that's not really, like, I couldn't relate to it, because this girl is Native American. She kind of like lives in South America, and her mom gets like killed by these creatures and stuff. But so it sounds really interesting, but then it gets into like sex, and the guy Dax, who's a vampire, kind of like makes her his slave, sort of, and it's kind of a weird thing. I do like Christina Feehan. She writes really amazing. It's mostly like suspense romance, but this one was too graphic for me. I would say that this one's more in a porno, even though it has dragons and fantasy. It is more of a porno. Yeah, so I highly do not recommend this. The next book I read was a library book copy, and this is Who is AC? This is by Hope Larson, I think, and I do have another one. I liked the art a lot, because like it's just a regular black and white art, and then it has like some, when the superhero changes, we have like this purple effect that's on the page, and it's really well done. But the thing that I didn't like about it is it like switched. It had like different points of views, and it didn't really end. It was on pause, and you know, I would think it would have a sequel, because you know it kind of not ended on it ended on a cliffhanger. And I don't really like that. I like it when I know it has a sequel, and I don't think this book particularly has a sequel. I think I rated this one a 3 out of 5, and just because of that I didn't have a really good ending to the story like a superhero ending would. Yeah, so yeah, but I did like the whole concept and the art and everything like that. So I will check out her other book, which I own. I don't know when I will check it out though. The next book I read was A Gathering of Shadows. This is the second book of V.E. Schwab, and I absolutely love this author. This book also really did it for me, but what was really interesting is I read this super fast in the beginning, and then I slowed down towards the middle, because the middle is like there's a tournament in there, and I'm not really big on tournaments and stuff like that, but I do love all the ideas in this. We meet different characters. We meet Alamon, I think, who is a sailor, and Leela kind of gets on that ship and becomes part of, like, a thief, a member of his crew. And I really like this because it does have pirates, and it does have like the original characters. We go into the point of view of Ryle, which I love, because that's one of the things that I wanted to, one of the things that I wanted to see is Ryle's personality and what happened, because in the first book, Ryle really didn't have this big, I mean, he did have a personality, but he was like kind of in the background a lot, because it was mostly Cal and Leela. This story does delve into Ryle and his feelings about Kel and what he did in the first book. I'm not going to spoil. If you haven't read A Darker Shade of Magic, you should definitely, and definitely get to A Gathering of Shadows. This one I rated a 4.5 just because there is a cliffhanger at the end, like major cliffhanger, not just a little one, a major cliffhanger at the end. And, but it is a super good book. The next book I read on my Kindle, and that was Wren. And this, I think it's by Sarah Noki, if I remember correctly. This I listened to on audiobook on Audibles, but it's on this app right now on my Kindle and stuff. This is about a guy who is basically, he has this ability to control people. Controls people's minds, and he knows what they're thinking when he touches them. It's a really interesting concept, and I really liked the story, but I felt like it was going too fast. I gave this a 3.5 out of 5 because I liked the characters. I really liked the characters. I really liked Wren and Wren's voice by the narrator. There was only certain problems was the pacing was too fast, and I think it was only a novella because it was 5 hours, so I think it's only a novella, and I hadn't read the other series. I looked on a review, and it was a part of another bigger series, and Wren's in that series, and so more people who know about Wren can read this. I really liked it as a standalone as well, but I think it kind of like, some of that, like the ending was pretty solid and the story was pretty solid, but I wish to have more in-depth stuff happening and stuff, just because it just seemed like it was missing something. And my last book was Half of This, which is a wonder book for girls and boys, and this is by Nathaniel, I think it's by Nathaniel Hawthorne, let me look, yeah, Nathaniel Hawthorne, and this contains 2 stories, The Golden Head and which is about Perseus, which I really loved. I rated that 5 out of 5, and the short story, 3 Apples, which is about Hercules, and that one I rated a 4 out of 5. Really love this short story collection. It kind of brought back, I love Greek mythology and just kind of short stories in general, but I love Greek mythology, and so I did love the Perseus one. But the Hercules, everybody knows about Hercules, so, there's nothing new there, so yeah. But I did like the Hercules one as well. And those are all the books that I read. These are the last 5 books I read recently. I want to tell me what you think of these books, or if you have read them, or if you have not read them, please, if you want to recommend me other books that you think that I will enjoy, or short stories, link them down below, and I will, get back to you. And I hope you have a wonderful day. Bye!